Here with Higher Grounds again. I just wanted to drop a line and let y'all know what's been going on. I know it's been a while since I've dropped a vlog, so here we go. First and foremost, I want to say it was an amazing Gen Con. I met a lot of great people. I met a lot of people from White Wolf and the White Wolf community, and that was just absolutely amazing. I met Angus, well, from EN World, formerly from EN World, but now Board Game Guru. So I want to give a shout out to him, as well as the folks from Eldritch Century. They just had a Kickstarter that, you know, went off amazingly. Congratulations to them. Gen Con was an amazing experience. I got to meet a lot of people. I got to do a lot of things that I've never really done before. And the folks from Psychic Cactus, they're making Is It a Plane? I got to play test that. That was an amazing game. It's a completely unique mechanic that I have never, ever seen before. So I want to give a shout out to them and anybody I missed. Thank you all for making my Gen Con a fantastic experience. So on to what is going on with Higher Grounds. Higher Grounds right now, we've got our hands in a lot of pies, let's just say that. But 2018 is going to be the year that we hopefully finish a lot of the smaller Kickstarters that have been lingering around. Retro Sourcebook, as well as a couple others. I know they've been lingering around for a little while, and fans are curious as to how that's going. We're working to get those finished just as soon as we possibly can. We want to get those finished by the end of 2018 so we can look to the future and explore new horizons. Speaking of new horizons, one of the Kickstarters that we haven't finished yet has been Dovain, and I will just say that designing a completely unique system has been more challenging than I initially thought. You know, when I ran the Kickstarter, I had most of the writing done. I had a lot of the artwork in, and it seemed like the mechanics were sound. But when I released it into the world as a playtesting opportunity for players, I found that it had far more issues than I had ever thought that there would have been. So we're working on that. We're working to get that done. We're hoping to have that to players in 2019. But the focus of 2019, as well as toward the end of the year, is Modern. Modern's the biggest, most ambitious, I would say, title that we've released so far. And 2019 is going to be the year of Modern. And what I mean by that is I'm working on putting together several different teams so that once the core book is published, which is going to be soon, I'm not going to give out the announcement just yet, but it will be soon. Once Modern is done and published, I'll also be able to put those teams together and get supplements, lore guides, and all kinds of fantastic stuff for you guys to expand your world and expand your gameplay. One of the amazing things that we are, and I apologize for the shaky camera, one of the things that we're working really hard on is we have Jacob Schwartz. I've recently taken him on. He's going to be spearheading the Werewolf Project. Werewolf's going to cover, it's going to be an entirely unique standalone core book. Basically, you can pick that book up and you can play the game without having to go and buy the Modern Adventures core book. I keep saying Modern Adventures, but it's been shortened to Modern. So yeah, Jake is going to be he's going to be spearheading the Werewolf Project, and I really think you're going to like what he has to offer. He is an amazing writer. I've been working with him for several years now. I really want to give a shout out to him, and I'm really looking forward to what he has to offer and what he's going to put into this project. In addition, you know, I'm putting together teams for smaller projects, Modern Magic, hopefully the Half-Bloods book, and a lot of other stuff that's just going to be, it's just going to be fantastic. We've got a lot of amazing people that are coming together, and we're getting it planned out so that by the end of 2019 there should be several supplements available for Modern as well. Let's see. What else is there? You know, to be honest, I don't have a whole lot left to talk about. Let's see, slashers. Slasher is, man. Okay, first off, there's the smaller slasher book. And the slasher book was originally a small little Fate world that I designed to basically sit players down at a table and let them make their own horror movie. I love horror movies personally. I especially like slasher movies, you know, Jason from Friday the 13th and Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Those are the horror movies that I grew up on. Those are the horror movies that, you know, as a kid really, you know, put me on edge. So, you know, I made slasher, and you know, it wound up doing really well. The people that picked it up really seemed to like it. So, I'm picking up a slasher revised and expanded, and what that means is it'll be its own standalone core book. And with expanded, you'll have masks, you'll have unique tropes, and even, you know, a guide to the world and why slashers exist. You know, with my writing, I don't give away everything. I like leaving some stuff up for players to make out, but that's the goal. Is to give a unique slasher experience in a full guide. I'm hopefully going to have that out in time to play on Halloween. We'll see how it goes. So slasher, if y'all want to see a Kickstarter for slasher, comment, post, email me, let me know. I don't plan on doing a Kickstarter for it for the time being. But if y'all think that would be a good idea and you would like to, you know, be able to get your hands on that before anybody else, feel free to let me know. If I get enough people that want to see a Kickstarter for it, I'll definitely give it some thought and possibly get one going. So we've got slasher, we've got modern. Dovane Monster Hunter is just an insane project that we're hoping to get finished just ASAP, just as soon as possible. And last but not least, again, we're putting teams together for Modern. So I hate to shameless plug here, but if you are a writer and you are interested in breaking into the business or just want an additional project to work on and you like urban fantasy, then I would really like to talk to you. We're putting together a team. I'm going to be putting together more than one team to work on more than one book at once. So that's the plan, and if you are interested in doing that, get a hold of me and we'll talk and see what happens. Best thing to do is send an email to pitch@highergroundsgames.com. You can choose to work on one of the projects that we're already working on, that we've already got planned, or I'm also taking pitches for other stuff as well. We've got Drew working on a fiction book that I really think you're going to like. It's going to explore some of the crime world that's going on, some of the supernatural stuff. There is a difference between metaphysical and supernatural in Modern. Supernatural being things like werewolves and vampires, and the earth lore, as it were. And how that all works, and it fits into monsters and magic and stuff like that. So we've got Drew working on that. Shout out to Drew. Get a hold of him if you have any questions about the fiction itself. Give me a pitch at highergroundsgames.com if you've got any ideas or you want to work on a project that's already going. Other than that, I'm going to get to walking. I am going to enjoy this pleasantly cool Texas summer morning, and I hope that today finds you well. Have a great day.